Lasagna.
If only we could bring out the personality today for Team Oregon. An Oregon team that
I'm swinging first and taking second as opposed to the other way around, and that is a major league player of these kids, and it's not really close.
And one of the things he told us, I never lose an Italian team. And there's a fly ball to right field. Sullivan Puckett, Henry Moon go back on it, and it drops in there, and we'll see how they score that one. I think that might be a hit.
That's a hit. When in doubt, Kevin, at the Little League World Series, we're going to give him a hit. It only makes sense.
Let's do pitcher for Italy. Ball gets away from the catcher, Riley Wilson, and Tampa, which we hope is on display here. 5-6.
How about that?
How good is that?
Strike three. Out.
I'm not surprised. I am surprised Derek Jeter's still getting 10 votes.
I'm assuming not from Mark.
Crying laughing emoji.
Tim, you have a favorite emoji?
It took a 12-year-old to tell me.
Well, that could often be the case here. We see Alex Giovanardi, fielders and outfielders to field their position and swing the bat. Grounder to
Which is great.
Rocket up the middle, and that's a base hit for 12-year-old Henry Moon.
And again, Kevin, this is what you could.
It's the real charm of this tournament. There's a shot to right field. The Moon brothers have a rally going here for Oregon. Back-to-back singles, and they'll take the extra base on the overthrow. And a League World Series for Andrew Moon, and it sets up a golden opportunity for Gap. First pitch gets away from Matali. Here comes Moon trying to
throw, and he does.
Slides in there safely on the wild pitch, and Oregon is on the board. Special talents making baseballs disappear over the...
Dealing with that is really important.
Strike three on the strike zone, right? And the willingness of Major League Baseball potentially to want to implement that, Tim. We'll see how that goes. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and one is an extra out there. The superfluous fourth out of the inning.
So look, which is
right
great,
right?
Strike three. Out.
Strike. I've covered.
Hard ground ball to... There's no question about it. We have a special guest who is doing it today. In this complex in the past, a phenomenon. And a recent phenomenon.
Now, what else?
What else? Off the soundtrack. Strike three. What an inning. Davis, she played for the team in the Philadelphia area. First female African-American to play. She was the star of the show. She was the lead. She was a superstar. Cam Pham, as he's known. And he's up there, swing, and a miss. It gets away from the catcher, Matali. And Van Kempen is in safely at first.
So I'm sure that'll be a wild pitch, pass ball, fisherman. How about that?
That is good stuff. Biggest fish he's caught so far, man, than I am, Tim Kirchin. Grounder to first. The pin sort of illustrates where Italy is, right? I mean, this is a nation that introduced the sport of baseball and continue its growth. Up the middle. Nice play by the shortstop, Federico Tamburini, to get the play at first.
Again, beautiful to his left. It was a tricky final hop there, and once...
Is that the legacy of Robert De Niro? Adnan Virk would be.
They're all singing fight songs, and he gets up and sings center field for all the kids. Then he'll too. The Cubs really bought into the whole experience.
I mean, really, we're up close and touching these stars, and that's what made this whole thing so great.
Well, here's a hit batter here, and a point needs to be made. These kids are tough. They stand right on top of the plate.
Handful of 10-year-olds. Look at that one. Gavin Price comes inside. And that hit sounded like it may have hit the bat, but the umpire, home plate umpire, Dean Harris.
Stays there. Get the helmet.
Yeah, you can. There you go.
I think they can hit the ball harder and make a base with the helmet, maybe.
Right, you look like a header there. First run in Williamsport, and that'll be a thrill. Not just for
chance to put Italy on the board for the first time in this tournament. Hit by a pitch, and here you are standing in and trying to deliver a run. Italy on the board. There's a shot. right field.
And I have a play at the
In Williamsport.
Christian scored his first run for this team.
They're on the board in Williamsport. We're tied at 1. Shot to third, but a nice looking play.
Yeah.
And a 1-1 game, bottom of the 3rd inning. Bologna, it'll
Cut one loose from center field. That kid has a cannon.
Riley Wilson lays down the bunt. No one covering at first, and so a heads-up play and good speed by Wilson to get on base.
And Kev, this is exactly what you're talking about for kids who aren't a baseball player. Play soccer somewhere. Your footwork in that sport will make you better. Of every great major leaguer I've ever met, multi-sport star in high school, all of them.
Inside, and he works a walk. Like the Beatles leaving the arena after a concert. I mean, this was big time. That one's through the
Ball was hit sharply. He backed up a little bit on it. Ball played him.
We've got a defensive replacement in the game, Leonardo Del Frate. Not only teaching the game, and there is a rocket to left field. Off the bat, pitch hitting for Carson McNally. Big Tom Glavine fan.
Being a marine biologist, George Costanza. Gus is feeding extra lines.
It's so good.
Sorry. ESPN broadcaster, so figure I make one more mistake, he's going to come up
here. The experience of a lifetime.
You went strike 3.
Went around, swing and a miss. Here comes the
play in the game.
Time. First base.
There's a shot to short. Tamburini, the flip to second in time. Throw to first is in time. A 6-4-3 double play.
That is beautiful. Those kids are going to go home and said, we turned 2 at
later today, 3 Eastern on ESPN. And then tonight, you can see the big bro who's making big money.
Right. And
wow, we got shit. Maybe he could be a sports writer.
Especially when you're a littler kid, up in the strike zone at high velocity is difficult to deal. Veritek was here. Lloyd McClendon dominated when he was here. Todd Frazier won it all.
A shot to right field and a base hit off the bat of Alessio Ingreto.
There we go. Little kid faces a kid twice his size and hits a bullet to right field here. Players speak Spanish, and now that Rael Cormier's retired, I don't have anyone to talk to. A year older than this, and he started working with Matt Diaz, who was a AA player at the time. He was too big and too good for everyone he played with, so they said, you have to hit left hand.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? That reminds me of...
I read it.
Has John Thorne or George Will weighed in on this?
Or any little kid is going to get hit at the Little League World Series with a baseball. Watch out.
Look at that play. Federico Tamburini going back on it to make a sterling grab.
That little shortstop can really play. That is a difficult play over your shoulder. You got.
Here's my question. What's the downside of it, right? You're doing other things. You've got to do something to protect the fans, as they do here at Lamade Stadium in the 4th. After the game yesterday, and even again today, the interactions that we've seen in the field. There's Del Frate off the glove.
Sneaks right over the bag. And a base hit, soft, which we had to look up today what that was. Right. Can you explain?
Runner coming into the game. Christian Zerlati, again, he's the one who scored the low at Lamade Stadium. There's a grounder in between first and second. It's a base hit. Zerlati thought about it for a minute, and then he was held up at third.
Well, nobody out. It's okay to stay.
By Tamburini.
Again, Federico's been part of a beautiful double play. Made it terrific.
Swing and a miss. Ends up play.
Great fielding pitcher. One reason he's a really good pitcher, because he's played multiple positions.
Coming here. Shot to second. Moon can't make the play. Here comes the runner trying to score, and he does.
12-year-olds are playing the hardest game in the world to play, and to be this good at
The max is 85. Duranza pops it up in the top half of the 5th inning. Laser to third. Matal.
He's got no time to react. I think.
Ball 4. Your base.
Shot to first. Nice play by Chirinia.
Force is off once you tag first, and you got to tag that runner. Nah.
High fly ball, shallow
Watch
right.
out.
Good looking pitch. Slow roller to third. Shortest comes in on it. In a nationally televised game, Spencer Shortest making it look easy.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
In a big spot. In a big answer to both Anthony Rizzo when he had that chance.
How about that?
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. And
Scored some runs. We got some hits, but mostly we had a great time. And Kevin, this is